sir. Welcome to BW Business World. What are your views on the union budget from a MSME perspective? What are the things that they addressed or sort of have missed?
So see, thinking from a lens of MSMEs, the union budget has really fulfilled a lot of dreams from going through extending the limits of the MSMEs to the credit lines to the new cards. Definitely this is going to trigger good. What they left is that they need to also focus and tap that how we can go below the drill down. Because see, if we have to strengthen the economy of MSMEs, we have to make sure the vendor payments or the associated payments are time bound. So currently the time bound payments is a big challenge for the MSMEs, and they need to make sure, and this actually blocks their lot of capital or the working capital on the desk from the vendors or the supplier side. This is where they come into picture, and this is where they need to put effort. Thinking from other lens for the union budget, it has definitely added lot of contextual happiness, specifically with regards to how they can brand themselves, how they do it. It's a great step, but we need to focus more and that how we can make them better. Another thing is that MSMEs typically working in an area which is more say social driven or the impact driven, like air, water, or other priority areas can be given some tax holidays on the lines of the startups which they enjoy. So because they also have lot of say innovations at the play, and it's a high time to think something on the lines of say Startup India certification, something for the MSMEs as well, and that can add a great value to the ecosystem.
You talked about payments. So there's been this issue about the 45-day payment delays. So the budget has not addressed that. What's your views on this, and how do you think the government's commitment to resolving this issue that has been grappling the sector for a so long time?
So see, coming to on this now, so thinking from in the world where the things come in 10 minutes, you have to wait for 45 days for a payment for MSMEs. I feel this is something someone has hit on the wronger nerve. We need to think that how we can expedite it. The first thing is that the 45 days is still too longer. I do understand it takes time to processing, but we need to figure out a way where it's much easier, much faster. I personally believe 7 days flat should be something, 5 days for something, 5 or 7 business days should be something, we should strike it out. It may not happen, say, in a day or two, but if we start striving from today, we may be able to achieve it, say, next few years to decade. And this is where we have to. Coming to that, whatever the time we fix, whether it's a 45 days or a week or say 2 weeks, we also need to think a strict implementation of it. In the 45 days, the implementation has been very poor because the repercussions are less. And second thing is that even if the repercussions are there, the MSME has to go to the legal routes, and the legal routes itself going to take a time, as well as it's going to take a lot of say peace of mind and the working capital as well. So virtually you are going to fix something from something which is already a problem. So it should have been an automatic thing, how we can say automate in this world. Everything is digital, so it's not tough to make it faster, expedite. If something misses is out, instant actions, and the actions which are say faster in nature would add more value.
You talked about the digital front. So since we are living in a digital first economy, how can these MSMEs, these small businesses, leverage the AI and technology to stay ahead and stay relevant in this term?
So see, I do agree that the MSMEs have a great scope to use AI to master themselves. The biggest advantage is that technology has broken all the barriers. Right now, to give an example, if I have to put a billboard at airport, it's going to cost tons of money for an MSME. But if I have to target the users landing at say Delhi airport, it's easier to target them. So with the digital barriers, things are easy. And when it comes to digital barrier, it was more of knowledge economy. Hey, I don't have a resource. Hey, I don't have a skill set which can help me to create a marketing campaigns which triggers the emotions or which adds value. But with AI coming into picture, it's like a companion to you, it's an assistant to you. So you can use this information to create say amazing campaigns with excellent skill sets without worrying about the skill set in the picture. But this also comes with a challenge. Everything becomes AI dependent. Yeah, you become too much dependent on that. So that will create an issue for you. So it's important that we prioritize AI, but also keep say human quotient of it or the human part of it to do that. And this is why I'm saying the recent trend of GWI, the analog thoughts were prioritized by the number of consumers, and we may enter into an area of content fatigue. And this is where the MSMEs need to be proactive and ahead of time to tap it out.
And one more question I have on the barrier front. Access to credit has been an issue for the female small business owners, especially the women who are restarting their work after a break. How can they resolve this, and how can the government implement some initiatives, policies to make this really stand out?
So see, coming on the access to credit, definitely it's a challenge. Still the banking system had, but see, the government has already came with initiatives on this. They have given budgetary allocation for say first-time entrepreneurs and the women entrepreneurs. But I still feel the amount can be further subdued. And second thing is that it should be milestone based. Say for example, it's not getting access of credit, but it is also about getting a say milestone. Say for example, if a government has given say we are giving you X amount for say starting the business, you can also put a thing saying if you achieve this milestone, you do that. The government can come and say, hey, we take a certain amount of equity for this amount of time. So you have so your expansion capital becomes better. So right now the expansion capital, the capital needed to expand the business, say at a midterm or the solo term region, this is where we need to work it out.